And welcome back to the coverage here on Bar TV and New South Wales Touch Football. Hope you're enjoying it no matter where you are watching. This is the Wallsend Wolves and the Beresfield Bandits taking on one another in the Mixed Opens division. And the Wolves going hard at the line early. A nice touch coming across from Beresfield. So back to the 7-metre mark they go. If you're just joining us, 30-minute matches, no halftime break. The sides simply switch directions if a try is scored, and they get a touch late in there, the Bandits. So well defended. They threw plenty of questions at them in that particular set. As the sun comes back out here at Port Macquarie as well, we've seen plenty of rain in the first two matches, but hopefully that is the last of it for a little while. Touch made there toward the sideline as they keep driving forward now, the Beresfield Bandits. Away here. So Kennedy. Wallsend, just looking for an opening here. The Wolves can't find it, so Beresfield have done a good job of shutting that one down. They work it away now. Out on that open side there through Toby. Up towards halfway they come. Once more the pressure is stern in defence. So here is Nathan Toby again. So they keep marching upfield here, the Bandits. No opening there, though, for Aidan Story, who's a very skillful player. This time he couldn't open them up. Wolves now with a chance to pick up some meterage. Bircher out there for them, as is Ingram. Of course, the Hunter Hornets representative is Madison Ingram. Back towards the middle here with Akuhata. Akuhata, good touch coming in though. Well made there from Tyron Duffield. Long ball comes straight into the waiting arms though of Saxby Shaw. Did a great job in the end there. And they head now towards their subs box, but they'll get another set to play with. So it's good news so far for the Beresfield Bandits, and no try to speak of inside the first 2.5 minutes here. So it's a little confusing if you look out there as well. The Wolves side is not the black team. That's the Beresfield Bandits. Comes away now. Once more to Dengate. Worked here through Grogan. Dengate. Dropping it off. Now Moody, another Hornets under-20s player. With plenty of pace on offer. Here is Moody trying to use that pace now. Gets into the infield. Beautiful ball as well. Held it up. Lovely stuff for Luke Grogan. And on the board they go, the Beresfield Bandits. So 1 try to nil. These two sides, of course, very closely linked in terms of their position. Geographically and also in terms of skill level. So this one should be a real tight fixture with bragging rights on offer as well for the Hunter region. So the Wolves on the charge now as Kenny looks to wrap around. Doesn't receive it this time. Quick hands on display. Great strike dump as well inside the 7. How about the footwork on display there from Krogan, and then touchdown there from Moody. So that will be another set to play with. Well, Kurt Grogan is back from a knee reconstruction, but you wouldn't know it there. He's stepped like you wouldn't believe on that particular occasion. Here he is again now, Grogan. 7 metres away here for the Wolves. What a pass that is from Grogan. A no-look flick with the 2 hands. Well, that'll be there for the highlight reels. Kurt Grogan, welcome back to touch footy from a knee, Rico, and setting up incredible tries. And they level this one up. 1 try apiece between Wallsend and Beresfield. A frantic opening 4.5 minutes here at Port Macquarie. As Beresfield come back onto the attack here. Story. He was in front of the run there. Nathan Toby. Poor selection of pass, unfortunately, there from Toby. And then a bit of back chat too, so they'll pick up some extra metres to start the set. Played here now from the Wallsend Wolves. Akuhata. Quick hands here for Ingram. Fresh players onto the field. Here comes Claire Spain. Now Akuhata again. Middle of the field. Edmund. Certainly play to watch is Todd Edmund. He's got the ball with him now. Dummy comes out. Dropped off here. Edmund at the line. Oh, big dummy comes in. Well, he's fooled them so badly, you might have thought that he's ridden one of those yellow and black books. Such was the dummy there. And 2 tries to 1 after about 6 minutes of play. The Wallsend Wolves take the lead. Sun now out in force across Port Macquarie. That's exactly what we'll be hoping for. Three days of exhilarating touch footy action for you right here on Bar TV and New South Wales Touch Football. Make sure to share it far and wide and get behind the game. And if you do want to get involved, of course, head to playtouchfooty.com. Last play now for the Bandits. Nowhere to go. Good defence there from Wallsend. They trap them on the 7 metre mark. And they can work it away from their own end now. Gradually heading across toward that subs box to try and get a smooth transition working, but stepping back off the right foot is Claire Spain, who picks up another 10 or so metres. Now it comes here to Madison Ingram as Whitaker makes his way onto the field. Sloppy play the ball, and they're going to say that's gone down, so could have probably gone either way. There was a bit of a collision in there with the likes of Jack Smith. There's a bit of experience on display, though, from Smith. Of course, he is part of the Australian under-18s lineup and also with the train-on squad for the under-21s. There's a player with plenty of promise as Moody puts the foot down, keeps going. Moody nearly got away from them, but he'll be caught there and out of acting half, so the changeover set to come here. Good defence from the Wallsend Wolves. Ingram steps back on the inside. Free passage here, though, for Stephen Kennedy, who picks up easy metres as Spain steps off the right foot. Bircher, Akuhata provides it here for O'Sullivan. Wrapping around now is Edmund. Edmund floats the ball at the top. Akuhata, great footwork. Got away from the sliding defence. Last play now. Akuhata is cut out. And a bit of miscommunication there from Wallsend. Just over 8 minutes gone. 2 tries to 1. Wallsend Wolves in the blue lead the Beresfield Bandits 2 tries to 1. A nice driving run here from the Bandits, and up over halfway they come. Story. The ball's gone to ground, but played it there from Wallsend. So another set to play with here for Beresfield in very good field position. Story and Smith. Smith now promotes the ball out to Duffield. Duffield back on the inside for Smith. They've opened them up. Lovely play, calm and controlled, and ultimately quite precise. It reaps rewards. 2 tries apiece. The Beresfield Bandits strike back here. About a third of the way through this match. Of course, 30-minute matches. And the teams change ends when a try is scored. Antonio, very fast player, drives forward. Now Ingram. Antonio into acting half. Oh, Grogan nearly got away from them. You wouldn't know he's coming back from that knee reconstruction. He's very sharp on his feet. Last play now, Grogan works it beautifully. Ingram is left unmarked in that link position. Put it down once more, though, to Kurt Grogan. His second try assist of the match. 3-2. With about 10 minutes gone. Just a quick shout out as well to some of our sponsors here today. Budgie Smugglers, ISC, the apparel sponsor for our tournament here. Done a great job with some of these outfits, and also Hyperactive, providing plenty of the merchandise they can pick up as well, as Beresfield Bandits come back onto the attack here. Keep an eye on the number 1 there, Alyssa Shoulders. She is head and shoulders above many of her competitors. Very good young player. Middle of the field now as Smith tries to work it close to the line. He got plenty of pace behind him. However, the cover from Whitaker was quality. Whitaker works it short side. Towards that subs box they go. As he tucks it under the arm and picks up another 10 or so metres. The big dummy comes there from Ingram. Up over halfway now, but momentum stopped on that particular touch. Akahata drops it off. Edmund, Akahata, and Edmund once more. Here is Edmund running it offside. Players Akahata an option short. Works it into the in goal, but the touch came. Good defence there from the likes of Smith. So 3-2 it remains. Duffield promotes the footy on to Cooper Toby. Flat ball at the line. Good metres on offer. Akahata worked his way in between a couple of players there. Bit of gamesmanship coming to the fore. Here is Story, who straightens things up. Akahata makes the touch. Now Moody. Moody's got them backpedaling. Here to Story. Does a great job to reel it in. No advantage, so they'll get another set to work with here. Story around about 7 metres away. Stepping off the right foot. Akahata came up with the touch, along with the support of Brock O'Sullivan. Moody and Story slowing things down. Story to Moody. Flat pass, great line run. And beautiful hands there from Abby Ellis. It was a tough one to take, but she did a great job there, running a wonderful line. And 3 tries apiece. We're back to a level ball game. This is a real cracking fixture. $12 and a half gone. 17 and a half to go in this one. And level peggings once more between Wallsend and Beresfield. Antonio caught there. Once more showing his acceleration though as Spain drops it off. Oh, had to be played out there. It was looking dangerous. Luke Rogan did a good job to stop it in flight. But another set to work with now as Ethan Kenny is out there. Takes the quick touch. Kenny works it nicely for Antonio, but 2 girls jammed in. Did a great job there. Saxby Shaw was one of the 2 defenders. Coming in off that wing position. Grogan, the dancing footwork. Oh, he'd open it up for them. Pass just a little off the mark though. Now a chance for the counter-attack here through Nathan Toby. Oh, plenty of pace on display from Toby. Now he was adamant. He wasn't caught in defence. The referees were on the spot though. And they pulled it back. The likes of Monk, O'Bray and O'Flynn are our officials out here for this match. Toby is caught. Once more here is Cooper Toby. Now Moody finds it off here to Shoulders. Playing it directly on the half as Jack Smith pops in an acting half. Here he is again now. Smith running away from a few of them, but he can't find an opening. Grogan did enough, as did Kenny. So Moody makes the touch. 15 and a half to go in this one. Saxby Shaw who made that particular touch there. Straightening things up now. Looking for an opening here. None forthcoming for Stephen Kennedy. He turns it back on the inside for Whitaker. Kennedy and Whitaker toying with the defence. They didn't rush out enough. Smart play there. They worked it for an extra set. Quick hands as well. Great play from Wallsend. Very smart stuff especially the play before with Whittaker and Kennedy. Sucked in the defensive line, earned a quick repeat, and got things started, and then shifted the ball very quickly out wide. So Wallsend back in the lead with a match that has really been twisting and turning in terms of who's in control. 14 and a half still to go. So plenty of time on the clock for both of these sides. We typically expect reasonably high scoring matches in mixed divisions. This one's certainly living up to that promise as Story gives it here for Moody. They're on the spot and they shut it down. So Wallsend holding on to that lead. Probably lucky not to be penalised further for not returning the ball onto the mark there. So the touch comes in for Dengate. Ingram is caught. Back to the mark she goes. Oh, big touch there on Edmund. He's not particularly happy about it. Referees say that won't be forceful contact. In fact, it's an error in the play of the ball. Dengate comes forward now and another set to work with. Kenny is caught out here. And they'll take the opportunity, the Beresfield Bandits, to get pretty much the entire complement of players back onto the field with fresh replacements. Roll ball here from Shoulders. Room to move from Moody. Great tracking defence though. I think it might have been Spain who's hurt herself here in the process though. Just clutching at a shoulder. Don't like to see that from Claire Spain. Yeah, not 100% there, so we'll keep eyes on Claire as this match unfolds, and hopefully she'll be back to full fitness by full time. Nonetheless, she's made a very important challenge there in getting that touch as they work it into the in-goal area. Oh, nearly. Very nearly there for Nathan Toby, who popped a late pass, looking for Saxby Shaw. Spain is back to her feet. Still clutching at the shoulder, though, so hopefully just a burner. The Beresfield still with a chance here to put on a couple of plays. 7 metres away as Toby gives it to Moody. Moody off the left foot. Grogan steps up. Makes a good touch. Midway through the count. Toby links up here with Shoulders. Back off the left foot. Toby again. Toby off the right now. Moody can't get away from Ingram though. Great defence from Madison in that link position. Moody fires a very long but very forward pass. Someone tell him it's not NFL and he's not Tom Brady. So 11 and a half to go. Just trying to force the issue a little bit there, the Beresfield Bandits. Ingram heads towards the sideline. Touch is made. Just have a little chat here as well with Toby. Referee's not 100% happy with what they have seen. It'll be a penalty that's blown here in favour of the Wallsend Wolves. Up to halfway they come now. Whittaker was an option back on the middle. Didn't use him on that occasion though. Kennedy out there once more. So the Kennedy and Whittaker show can continue. And seeing pretty much his first taste of the footy is Reece Marshall in the 22 now. He fires a nice floating pass, but Shaw was waiting for it in defence. That's good to see. Claire Spain is back out there, so recovered from that shoulder burn. Don't like to see any injuries throughout the tournament, so good news there for Claire Spain as Toby puts the foot down and picks up good metres. Moody wrapping around, still offering himself as an option as they get fresh players onto the pitch. A great touch there from Whittaker. Smith, quick hands. And the momentum continues here for Beresfield. A nice set from them. Here is Smith once more. What a pass that is. Oh, just over the top. Unfortunately there for Abby Ellis, who had an open passage to the line if she could have reeled it in. Kennedy with the dummy and then gets the quick touch. Released here from Spain now. Akahata back through the middle. Links up with Edmund. Akahata calling him back underneath. The two combine once more. Akahata evading that touch. Still going, and huge lump of turf is chopped up in the process as well. Akahata offering himself as an option. Does the splits and gets it to ground. Well, is it touch football or is it world gymnastics? Either way, he's produced a try. And that gives them a nice little buffer now. 5-3 on the scoreboard here at Port Macquarie Regional Stadium. It's the first bit of breathing space either side has had so far. Of course, Skins is one of our sponsors, and I think Akahata might need some after that. Could be feeling a little bit sore in the groin area. I felt it from up here. It's one heck of a stretch. So the Bandits once more on the attack here. Through the centre of the field they come with Duffield. He's caught very close to the try line. Back to that 7-metre mark he goes. Moody gets the touch here. Story up in with plenty of pressure there. And this is not good news either here for Moody. I think has gone to ground. Just clutching at an ankle. Happened off the ball. It's not 100% either. Is Moody, and he wasn't particularly impressed either there with Kenny, who was attempting to help him. Not 100% sure what's happened, but might have been a collision between the two as Moody tries to run it off, but he'll head towards the sideline. And Toby comes on as a replacement. Duffield makes the touch. Ingram, who's been very busy so far in this match, working it forward. 7.5 remaining here in this one between Wallsend and Beresfield. 5-3. The Wolves leading. Kennedy, short ball here to Whitaker. Back on them inside here to Whitaker. From Whitaker, should I say, to Kennedy. Now they're looking to work that touch. If not, try and get an extra set. They need to step up here off the line. Beresfield, which they've certainly done. Whitaker tried to work it, eventually does indeed do so, and gets the extra set to work with here. Whitaker receives it from Marshall. Kennedy in at acting half. Here comes Whitaker again. Kennedy, they opened him up. It's a slippery surface, and Story was a victim of it. So 5-4. Bandits strike back. Should say the Wolves there getting on the board. So by my calculation, that should be 6-3. Our stadium scoreboard is showing 5-3 at the moment. Dengate hops in at acting half. Grogan. Dengate. Oh, Dengate with the flick pass. A little bit too adventurous, though. Doesn't find its mark. And Wallsend now have an easy little option to work it away from their own line. Spain has recovered nicely from that earlier injury. Picks up good meters there. Akahata. The touch comes in. Driving forward here through Grogan, who's looked really good so far. Well, Kenny's got way too much speed. He bursts through, absolutely burns them. And there's no stopping that. It's another try here for the Wallsend Wolves, who are well and truly getting away from the Bandits. 7 tries to 3. 5 on the clock. They need to be next to score here, Beresfield, and it needs to be pretty soon. So back into the action is Cooper Toby. And good to see Moody as well has also recovered from that ankle injury. Here he is now. He'll head towards the middle. Toby, long stride on him. Beat the first defender. Whitaker came and got the touch though. So back to the 7-metre mark he goes. Toby. Moody. Off the right foot. Long bomb. Looking for the corner here. Oh, great stuff with the pass from Moody. Now, did she do enough to evade the cover defence? Yes, she did. So no touch indeed. 7 tries to 4 here. The Beresfield Bandits, they had to be next to score, and they've done that. And there is still time. 4 minutes remaining. 3 is the margin. They can potentially force a drop-off here. Wallsend can't afford to take their foot off the throttle. Akahata plays it. Now away it comes to Spain. Interacting half is Akahata. Kenny potentially threatening at the back. Edmund dummied. Here is Edmund again. Akahata. Edmund interacting half. Short ball there looking for the likes of O'Sullivan, but he lost his footing and play on. It is now for the Bandits, who work forward. Smith interacting half for Story. Good meters on offer here for Dengate. Picked up there for Nathan Toby. And he's milked that well. So another set to come here for the Bandits. 2 minutes and 40 seconds on the clock. If they score in the next couple of plays, there is still time. They trail by 3. Dengate drops it off. Now Nathan Toby picks it up. Dengate. Shoulders. Gets a strike dump here. Dengate with the flick pass. Oh, beautiful play. Toby, did he do enough to evade the touch of Akahata? He certainly did. Well, that play has everything in it. The flick pass. An incredible evasiveness from Nathan Toby. 7 tries to 5 with 2 minutes remaining. And it becomes a little bit nervous here for the Wallsend Wolves. Certainly still in pole position. Just need to play this set out. And the clock should do them all the favours in the world. Ingram comes forward now. The touch is made there from Moody. Out the back they go, looking for Antonio. Here's Kenny. Touch comes on him. Short ball. Grogan. Quick hands to Kenny. Nice touch is made. Collision in backfield between Moody and Grogan. Both players back up to their feet now. 1.5 minutes remain. And it does look like the clock will probably beat them here. That'll be the changeover. So if they can put on a raid within the next couple of plays, there might be the slightest chance that they can force a drop-off here. But they'll head straight to the subs box. Very flat ball there to Smith. They've got to go now, the Bandits. Here they come, launching a raid here through Duffield. Ball out in front of Story, who brings it back in. Toby plays it. Story again. Fires a pass. Duffield off the left foot. Couple of times. Toby's in the middle. Toby will get there. Oh, we've got a grandstand finish indeed. 7-6. Quick hands from the Bandits. I think they'll be done with in terms of the clock anyway, but they've given themselves every opportunity. They're in no rush to restart things here, the Wallsend Wolves. And you'd imagine it'd be one out play every single play for that matter. They'll just keep it through the middle. No, in fact, they'll work it here for Marshall and maybe try and go for the knockout blow. Story comes across and makes the touch. 10 seconds. They've done enough here, the Wallsend Wolves, unless a miracle is produced via an intercept. Whitaker Goes for the long ball. Probably didn't need to do so, but it's spectacular. And it results in a try for Claire Spain. And it is a win for the Wallsend Wolves. 8 tries to 6. A really entertaining fixture here. And we're set to see more of the same. Coming up next in the Women's Open Division, the Central Coast Dolphins will take on the Canterbury Bulldogs. And Nathan Loveday and Luke Heckendorf will bring you all the action in just a moment right here on Bar TV and New South Wales Touch Football.